everybody, and welcome back to the Library of Ruina. Alrighty, we continue our potato adventure, and this time, we're going to try and finish it off in this episode. So, I knew this was going to be a colossal undertaking. Whew! Man, I underestimated how much content there truly is. So as you can see, we are at Impuritas Civitas. So, I think we're near the end, but we'll see, because we do still have a lot of room to potentially go. And truth be told, I don't know how many mods are fully in this, or rather, how many receptions are in this mod, so we gonna find out one way or another. And we're also going to continue the OP can't understand why do I want to call it trinket? What have I been playing that trinket is the thing that comes to mind? Passives. I am of course kidding. Well, I don't know, maybe they are OP, but who's to say? Ikyo, 700 health, 270 stagger resist. Whoa. Enormous power. Offensive dice gain +1 power, 10% chance to gain +1 additional power. Unrelenting, we know it, we love it. Clenched teeth. If damage will reduce this character's HP to 0, reduce this damage to 0. Oh, so you kind of get, so you have unrelenting, which obviously gives you a full turn. Then you have clenched teeth, which gives you 1 extra hit on top of that. That's pretty cool. The strongest treatment becomes stronger. At the end of the scene, take damage equal to 15% of max HP. Huh? Limiter release. If the character has the strongest treatment passive, become even more strong. At the end of the scene, take damage equal to 30% of max HP. Oh, I see. So you're like, you're nuking yourself, but you gain a bunch of stats, presumably. And then rupture wounds. Double setup, deal 20 damage to self. That is a lot. Dude, that's legit 20% of Tiphereth's max HP. That's a lot. Restore 1 light, draw 1 page. Fighting Spirit. Deal 6 damage to self, recover 8 stagger resist. That's more like it. Fierce Flight. If speed is higher than targets, gain +2 power. Okay. Intercepting Posture. It is a pure riposte counter. Dude. You would think after 67 episodes I would not still be making... you know what? I'm blaming my English R skills rather than my game knowledge. Let's go with that. Me English, no good. But me game, good. Unused, deal 25 damage to self, and all dice on this page gain +3 power. On hit, deal 3 damage to your target. And bisection. On hit, deal 50 damage to self. 28 to 42. On hit, inflict 4 bleed. Next scene. And then 3 strongest office fixers. They both have enormous power. Both, oh wow. They also have strongest treatment and limiter release, unrelenting, and razor strike. So they're going to be bleeding us on hit. Gotcha. Okay. They also have 420 health. So they all have a ton of health, but they're all going to be like nuking themselves. Here we go. However, the strongest treatment released. Speed dice slot +1, max light capacity +1, draw 1 additional page, and restore 1 additional light at the start of the scene. All dice power +2. At the start of the scene, gain 2 protection and stagger protection. At the end of the scene, take damage equal to 30% of max HP. Go now! Hopefully we're going to get a real good opening. The Light of Justice is working out pretty nicely for us. Shockwave is going to completely get us through that. Ooh, counter dice, a little bit dangerous for us though. But cognitive disarray hits, no problem. Okay, restrain not working even remotely. Token of friendship working 2 out of 3. Ouch, that was a ton of on hit on Tiphereth. Okay, vertical slash winning. Okay, we still got some damage in there. So I'm pretty sure we just want to win clashes. Not that we're doing a very good job at that. There's a world where disappointment in self might be better, but at the same time, giving ourselves some protection and stagger protection could be a really good idea. Especially if we get up to 5 and we're taking 10% less, too. I don't know. Disappointment in self might be better because they're gaining so much power. I'm going to go for Knight's Protection, though. Mainly because we don't use it too often. Okay, they all took some damage. Right. Okay. Well, let's think about this a little bit carefully, then. Let's see. So, Suppression Fire will work no matter what we do. Freedom should just win that clash, no problem. Let's see, what's going on with Tiphereth? That is purely a counter die. Stab won't deal as much damage, but let's go for that, and then let's go Horizontal Cut to stop that damage. Then we can do some... Let's have some fun! And that should be okay? Too early for Arcana Slave. Let's instead go for In the Name of Justice. Right here. Then I want to go for Mend Weapon on something that's not going to hurt too terribly bad. You're not going for any counter dice, so I'm going for you. Then we can also draw some pages. Then, let me see. With non-counter dice. Non-counter dice. And then... Well, you're all using counter dice, so I guess we're not going to use that. Alright, we're going to go sink into... Sink into Misery. And... Shockwave. Yikes. Alright, that did not work at all. Amaterasu completely got wrecked. That's okay, we can still make it work. Okay, Sink into Misery also really not working out for us, but we do still manage to get 2 hits. So instead of taking a tiny bit of damage, In the Name of Justice not working despite having +3 power. Okay, we restore a little bit of light. Stab. Ugh, doing really bad despite him being debuffed as well. Okay, Horizontal Cut. Yikes. You know what? If we had gotten Benevolent Devotion right away, I definitely would have went for that. But what are you gonna do? Let's get Despair ready, because I have a feeling we're gonna start losing some people. They're all really low health, though. You know what? Is this an Arcana Slave situation? There's a world he blocks that. You don't block that. You don't block that. I think this is an Arcana Slave situation. Especially, we're at +2 power, too. So, you know what? Let's go for it. And then we could go... Ranged. You're definitely not doing ranged. What about Bloodlust? If it deals 20 or more damage? You're marked. You know what? You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. And then we could go Data Restoration. Who do we think's gonna get staggered? Honestly, nobody. Let's go for Restrain. Oh, man. And then Gale Kick? Then I kind of want to go Facing Yourself, but on something really big if I can. Facing Yourself right there should be fine. And then we can go for a Horizontal to try and do some damage. Okay, it hit everybody. Obviously, it's not going to stagger anyone. That's okay. I think we did enough damage for the proc to go off, but Kinsey might just flat die. Ugh! 8 damage, but we broke all of his dice. Very nice for us. Okay, we do get staggered. And they all have Unrelenting, so they're not necessarily going to die right away. The debuffing does help. Gale Kick, getting through that counter dice, really nice. We should be proccing all of their passives. I'm also going to go for... can I get... Yeah, if I can get love, that'd be great. Okay. They're all on super low health. Really wish I had another mass attack right now. You know what, though? Hang on. We can make this work. Let's do all the fastest counters that we can. If we can do that, I think we've got this. Let's go Wing Voracious. Okay, Tiphereth is absolutely dead. But if we go for Grim Reaper... Actually, will that... No. I was going to say, will that win? Mm-mm. I have a feeling it will not. Okay, well... For love. Alright, go for it. Okay, he destroys himself. Tiphereth does go down. We'll all gain some strength next scene. Looks like you burnt yourself out. Okay, a few more of us are going down. Dead? We win? Question mark? We win? Exclamation mark? Blind Rage? They're still alive. You know what? Arcana Slave and... Oh my god, 8 strength, dude! 7 strength! What the... Blind Rage! Destroy them all! And our own floor! Yeah! Amaterasu gets the final laugh. Hana Section 1 Remnants. I swear I've seen someone that looks similar to this, but I'm sure it's fine. Ronaldo! 240 health, only 75 stagger resist. Whoa. Sharp Straight Sword. All dice on every third combat page used gain +2 power. Bisectional Fencing / Injured. Upon a successful slash attack, deal more damage and start the battle with 50% less HP. Upon a successful slash attack, inflict 1 bleed next scene and slash mastery / dice power +1. Let's see. Preliminary check. On use, draw 1 page. Cost of this cannot be changed. 3-stage cut. On use, restore 1 light. Inflict 2 bleed next scene. Solid Sword. Restore 2 light and draw 1 page. On hit, gain 1 endurance. Lie. On use, restore 2 light, draw 1 page. On hit, deal 3 damage to target. Gasping. On use, give 1 strength and endurance to one another random ally next scene. On hit, gain 1 protection. Slash back. On hit, gain 1 endurance next scene. Cut down. Hey, he's holding a sword. 2-stage cut. Gain 1 strength next scene on hit twice. And large cut. On Clash Win, all dice on target's page lose 5 power. And on Clash Win, all dice on target's page lose 5 power. And then Rudia. Weapon of the Black Sun. Every 8th die gains +8 power, 4 trigrams. Hana Stone hits 2 birds / injured. On use effects, on the first page used in a scene, activates twice. Forward march, on use, restore 1 light. Brace up, discard a random page. Well, we already know what that does. We use it so much. Godspeed. Gain 1 haste next scene. If speed is 7 or higher, all dice on this page gain +1 power. After image, we know what that one is. Confirmation, definitely know what that one is. Gasping. Celestial Spear, draw 1 page. On hit, deal 5 damage to the target. Unyielding Strike. On use, restore 1 light. And Divinatory Impact. I've wanted to use this page. I've wanted to make it work. But it's not bad. But it could be better, you know what I mean? That being said, Gebura would be the easy choice. I'm actually going to bring Roberta and Evo Knight. Well then, shall we give it our all? Probing attack working very nicely from Evo Knight. We knew that one wasn't going to work, so we just went for the extra smoke. Counter dice working decently well for us, and Shockwave getting a nice little burn. I'm going to go for a Roll of the Wolf on Evo Knight, because he has a crap ton of counter dice. Let's see, what you got? Okay, I'm going to go Snake Slit right here, and then I'm going to counter... Ooh. You know what? That kind of hurts no matter what we do, huh? Alright, I'm going to go Probing Attack and just soak the damage. Then I'm going to counter this, because you definitely don't have enough speed. If we have 8+, if target has 5 or more smoke. Got some pretty bad draws as far as the smoke stuff goes, so unfortunately we're just going to have to make do. Ronaldo is going to gain a fair amount of strength next scene. Okay, counter dice working decently well for us, all things considered. Smoke absorption, we do recover a tiny bit of health. Is it... Do we go Vengeance? Nah. I don't think Vengeance is good enough, honestly. That's not... I was gonna say, that's not to say it's bad, but... No, I think it is bad. Let's go Claws of Savagery on Roberta. Okay. Deep Smoke, gain 2 smoke, draw a page. If we have 7+ smoke, yep, that ought to work just fine. Trigram, single use, on use, all dice on this page gain +2 power. Yikes. So they're going to gain +4 power, and then you also have strengthened. Okay. And then we will have 8+ smoke, so... Oh, man. Yeah, I think Roberta is unfortunately just dead. Well... Actually... Maybe not. Let's go Tail Whisk, just for a little bit of damage, and then prepare for the world! Wait. The world of spirits. Oh, direct hit! Direct hit right in the middle. Counter dice doesn't work out too well for us, unfortunately. Smoke armor also not quite working out. However, Roberta took enough damage to still not get the proc. What? Okay, fine, fair enough. I'm going for Agonizing Wail, and then we're just gonna let the counter dice do its work, baby. Or we'll die. Alright, fine, fair enough. Or we'll just die. That too. Alright, Ruddled Welts. And then... Cobalt Scar. Roberta's true form is revealed. Let's see. If we have... You know what? Let's try. Let's go Scenery of the Day. And then we'll go Pack Onslaught. Because we're either going to live or die anyway. So, hey, may as well just go for it. Take a little bit of damage. Pack Onslaught. Not working at all in our favor. Good lord. That did not go well at all. Okay. Well, that extra strength he got, kind of turned out to be a problem, didn't it? Huh. Yeah, I think we're, I think we might be dead. We'll still try, but... Man, that extra power. Oof. You wish to see true power? Then witness the beast inside. God, that damage. From no health to full health. That's what I like to call a successful dub. Yeah, so, Kingsley, with more speed and 8 strength, and also, like, every single ego page. Yeah, turns out he can be pretty insane at his peak. The Liu Association Central, of which it has all fixers. Head-on collision. In a clash, gain +1 power to everything. Starts the battle at emotion level 1. At emotion level 3 or above, when inflicting burn using combat pages, apply +1 stack. Frontal assault, restore 1 light. Starting a war. At emotion level 3 or above, all dice on this page gain +1 power, inflict 1 burn on hit. Rush down, you deal +1 damage for the scene and reduce the power of the target's current defensive die by 2, and then inflict 1 burn. Take the initiative. Combat start, give 1 strength to 2 random allies, and inflict 1 burn on hit. Invasion. At emotion level 3 or above, all dice on this page gain +1 power, and inflict 1 burn on hit twice. Omen. Gain 1 strength next scene. Wall of Impregnable Fortress. On use, draw 1 page. On Clash Win, draw 1 page. And Scorching Emotions. All dice on this page gain +1 power for every 2 emotion levels. So there's 3 parts to this fight, so we're gonna have to resource manage kind of carefully, I think. Combatants versus combatants. Friends and colleagues versus friends and colleagues. Ranka smithing not working out, however, we have so many dice that you simply can't avoid it all. Unity fearlessness, okay. Not quite working out for us, but that is okay. Unity expectation. Recovering a fair bit of health. Pack onslaught, yeah, we didn't really expect that to work, though the final hit did actually land. Okay, we take a decent amount of damage on grapes. Unity bolster, not quite working out for us, but Unity strike is allowing us to recover a little bit of health. Unity coordination, doing some damage, recovering some health. And then we take a bit of damage on Angela. Guidance of the gears, getting through the counter dice. And now, courage on Angela. Obviously, she does get a lot of synergy with the entire floor, so I figure, hey, why not? Okay, big dice, we want to take those out. Let's see, I kind of want to use something that has Unity. Maybe Alias, because this will actually go multiple times, and with 4 strength, that could potentially be real good. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and get rid of that one. I want to go Unity. I want to go Unity Bolster. We'll see how likely that ends up coming out. Unity Intercede so that we can get a little bit of light. Well, essentially light. We reduce a cost. Let's see, Fearlessness so that we can heal. That sounds like a good idea to me. Unity Rationality so we deal a little bit more damage and stagger damage. Yeah, and then let's see. I guess we go Coordination and Bulwark because there's no way we're gonna be able to get through a lot of these. Yeah, and then let's have. We don't have 7+. We do have a little bit of haste though. Let's go Pack Onslaught to try and reduce some damage, and then let's do it again. I think Ivanko can actually tank a little bit of damage, so we're going to let him do just that. Alias Workshop working extremely well. Wheels getting us through 1 of his pages and then allowing us to do quite a bit. Unity Coordination. Okay, you know what? This turn should work out relatively well for us. And then Ivanko is going to tank a little bit of damage, but that should be okay. Unity Intercede, allowing us to get 2 staggers in this turn, and a kill to go behind it. You know what? I'll take a neutral. Neutral is better than losing. If we can avoid losing a ton of health, I would actually prefer that. Although we are getting a little bit of health regen from both Cozy and the Unity pages. Deal a little bit more damage with Rationality. And most people are now emotion level 2. Okay, only 2 more to go. I do want Grapes to be able to win a couple of these clashes, so I'm gonna go for Courage. And then I think I'm also gonna go Fearlessness. Yeah, and then who's... Let's go Ferocious Blades. And then we can also go for Guidance of the Gears, and that should just be plenty. And then... Ration... Expectation. That gives us the best chance to win. Okay, not as much damage on the other guys I would have liked. Man, what do I want? Torn off Wisdom? No. I mean, there is a world where Torn off Wisdom can work, especially if you have a discard deck. You know what? We can go Timber on Bong Bong? Yeah. So that should be okay. Then, Cozy, I want... Let's get a little bit of healing on everybody. And then you can also go for Unity Rationality. And then I'm going to go for Unity Bolster, so you do a bit more damage. And then just in case, we're going to go Unity Courage. Actually, no. We're going to go... I kind of want Bong Bong to tank it. Yeah, let's have Bong Bong take it. Okay, she actually wins the clash. Does take a little bit of damage, that's fine. Unity Fearlessness is going to be plenty. Okay, I'll take that. And round 2 of the fixes. Shia. Brave Rush at emotion level 3 or above. Restore 1 light at the end of the scene. Head-on collision once again. Start the battle at emotion level 1. Fervor at emotion level... Well, we already know that is. And then the +1 burn again. Double frontal assault. Starting a war. Rush down. Invasion. Omen. Fire punch. All dice on this page gain +1 power for every 2 emotion levels. And gain power equal to emotion level. So... that gains up to +7, and on hit inflicts 6 burn. Oh, and then the Fervor, so +8. Scorching Emotions, twice. Then we have Shin, Bold and Unforgiving. Take 1 to 2 less damage and stagger damage from one-sided attacks. And then all the passives are the same. Then we have Blazing Attack. All dice on this page gain +1 power for every 2 emotion levels. On hit, inflict 1 burn. Gain power equal to emotion level, and counter die, inflict 1 burn. Mion, Dragon against Tiger. On a successful hit, if target has burn, deal 1 to 3 additional damage. Other passives are the same, and all her pages are the same. For our friends and our floor itself. Zokova, working against counter die, Unity Bolster. Getting a little bit of healing off that. Unity Fearlessness. Wheels Artillery. Holy dude. Get absolutely destroyed. Okay, a little bit of healing for us. Unity. Courage. Also gaining a little bit of power because that was originally directed at Angela. Unity Bolster getting a decent bit of value. Pack Onslaught, just so we can draw big time for absolutely everybody. Unity Shared Vision. United March, getting a little bit of healing because it is coming from Cozy. Okay, working out pretty nicely for us. We also get a ton of damage to go behind it. Unity, intercede. Okay, pack onslaught, just so we can draw a little bit more. That should also activate both of our ego pages. Okay. So I don't think both activated. Yeah, these two do kind of counteract each other, but I was kind of hoping that it would work. Well, actually, wait a minute. No. We will actually get value off of this because everyone has more light than us. I do love it when a plan comes together, even though I didn't think it was going to. Then I say we go double guidance of gears. Let's see. Let's just go absolutely ham. Let's go Unity Bulwark, Unity Coordination, and Unity Intercede. Then I want to go Unity Fearlessness, United March. Okay, Crystal Havoc should work. That'll work absolutely fine. Then we might be able to get some value right here. Rangus Smithing, just to make sure that he goes down. Alias Arsenal, so that we get a little bit of Unity value. Then we can go for United Courage. Unity Expectation. And I say we go. Okay, get a little bit of value from our dodges. Alias Workshop. Or rather, Alias Arsenal, rather. Ferocious Blades. Okay, Bulwark working very nicely for us. Rangus Smithing. That's a stagger. Well, finally got use out of Bullet Heaven. That works for me. Can never go wrong with the free mass attack page. United March gaining another stagger. And there's only one remaining. What do you say, boys? I say we light 'em up. We were one away from getting our special page. You know what? You know what? Let's just go for it. Bop. Bop. Four health. Good enough for me. Innocenza. The Space-Time Office. Exa. Offensive dice deal 60% less damage and stagger damage. On a successful hit, deal damage and stagger damage equal to half of the roll value rounded up. This effect activates only on melee or range combat pages. If the character has 5 or more space, all dice gain +1 power. Emergency Metastasis. If the character is staggered at the start of the scene and has 4 or more space, spend 4 space to become untargetable this scene. Strain. When rolling a die, gain 2 space or lose 1 space. Space stacks do not decrease at the end of the scene. 4-dimensional attack. When using a combat page, deal damage and stagger damage equal to the number of offensive dice on this page, excluding counter dice, and gain 1 space. Space! Does anybody even remotely get that? Just me going, space! You know, if you know, you know, but... I'm going to the one place on this planet. No. What does he say? I know I sound insane right now. Oh, okay. It's been a while since I've heard the phrase, but I think it's like,
I'm going to the one place not infested by capitalism. Space.
it's like, it's something like that. I don't remember the exact quote, but I think I was at least somewhat close. And then manipulator of odds. Double dimensional link. While using this page, space does not activate. On use, restore 1 light and gain 2 space. Okay, I'll stop saying it. If stacks are 10 or more, spend all space to deal the same amount of damage. Lose 1 space at the end of the scene. Diagonal shift, gain 4 space. On clash win, gain 1 haste. And on hit, gain 1 haste. Kaleidoscope. Excuse me. Dude, I swear, everyone around me is getting sick, and now I think it's finally catching up to me. We'll see. It only feels like a light, little tickle right now, but... on use, if speed is 5 or higher, all dice on this page gain +1 power. On clash lose, give +1 power to the next die. On clash win, add +1 power to the next die. And on hit, gain 3 space. Space-time difference. It is pure counter. Counter dice gain +1 power this scene, and on block or evade, gain 1 space. Position break. Gain 4 space. On clash win, inflict 2 bleed next scene, and gain 1 space. Weapons of another dimension. On use, draw 1 page, gain 1 space. Okay. And blockade. Start a clash, destroy all of the opponent's dice. Okay. On hit, gain 3 space. On hit, gain 3 space. And this die cannot be destroyed. Start of clash. Wait. Wait. Okay, hang on. I did not read half of the passive. Start of clash, destroy all of opponent's dice. On use, destroy all dice on this page and gain 8 space. So the dice on this page just don't matter at all? Or no, you know what? It'll keep the 10 to 15 because it can't be destroyed. Because it specifically says destroyed. So it's only 10 to 15, but it can't be countered. Although it does deal 60% less damage, so that is nice. Narrow. Okay, weapons of another dimension. Twist, emergency metastasis. Metastasis. Strain, law conversion. Upon winning a clash with block dice, deal damage. Up to 15 damage. Okay, so Blockma and Quantum Leap. If speed is 4 or higher, deal 13 bonus damage on successful hits at a 10% chance. Time walking. Gain 4 space. On clash win, inflict 1 bind next scene, and gain 1 space. Okay, and Dimensional Wall. Combat start, purge all status ailments from self, and gain 2 space, 18 to 30 block, and 6 to 12. Okay. And then 3 Space-Time Office Fixers. Pretty much the same cards that we've been seeing. And here we go. Let's open up with the bang. Or chain. Mina might have just misheard me. Lock and chain. Okay, opening ceremony, so we can reduce the cost of all of our dice. Yeah, that worked perfectly fine. Shockwave into a dodge, into another clash 1. You love to see that. Tackle mount. Nyum, nyum, nyum. Okay, that progresses our recipe pretty well. Lean Bloody Wings, doing plenty of damage. Oh my goodness. Counter dice, kind of working. Blade of Mercy. Blood of Mercy. You know what? I just discovered this. Apparently, at emotion level 2, Yukari can change into a vampire state. How did I never know that? You know what? It had to have been added. Yeah, that's what it is. It had to have been added. Yeah. Because it wasn't there before. So it was an addition. That's what it was. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. I knew that. I knew it was there the whole time. Yeah. Dude, I can't believe I've been using the True Blood Fiend for this long and just had no idea that you could actually turn into a vampire. Like, I don't know how I went that long without knowing, but Okay, let's go ahead and go for taste test on Azazel, and then we can go for Tail Whisk right here. That should work out pretty well. Alternatively, actually, you know what? Let's go for Beyond. Then I want to go for... Ooh, you know what? I'm really let's go for Executioner's Mindset. And then let's also go for Twisted Delight, because right now they're both reduced cost. We're not going to draw them again, and then we could go double Backstreet's Determination, and we're going to have like 6 strength, and it's going to be great. Then right here, I'm going to go for Pillar and reduce cost Pillar. Get him. Okay, plenty of damage done on our part. Pillar obviously going to win that clash. One does not simply win against a Pillar. Okay, a little bit of fairy damage to him. You'll love to see that. Beyond, working nicely for us. Recipe is now at level 2. Executioner's Mindset, Token of Friendship. Oh, not even landing. But Twisted Delight does get us a stagger. Okay, not quite at emotion level 2 yet. I'm actually gonna take Weight of Sin on Marcos Jr. because gaining more stats is never a bad thing. They did have plenty of space, so we're not gonna be able to stop that. Can I? You know what? Let's do our mass attack, and then let's also go for Shockwave. Well, actually, let's go for Shockwave right here. And then, on use, we are technically using it, right? Okay, let's gain a bunch of strength. Then we're going to be able to draw a ton. And then I'm going to go... I'm not clashing that. Lean Bloody Wings here. We can take a little bit of damage, and then we just hold. Okay, Shockwave giving us a little bit of protection, as well as doing plenty of damage to our enemies. One of which is a kill. Everlasting Thirst. Yum, 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 yum. Alright, well that blockade managed to... Oh, you know what? Even though it gets rid of all the dice... Blockade still does block mass attacks. I hadn't even considered that. But that actually makes a lot of sense. So the dice do matter because they block mass attacks. Okay. Alright, alright. Yep. Okay. Let's do Pow Die Slam. And then I'm gonna go for Season the Meat. Then... let's see. Backstreet's Determination. And... ooh, here it comes. This is gonna be a massive draw. We're gonna draw like 2 pages. It's gonna be great. Then I'm gonna go for a Token of Friendship. Should be able to clash that relatively well. And Lean Bloody Wings to go behind it. And then Degraded Seal. Boom. You're done. Okay, counter dice worked out for us until we got hit by the damage proc. Token of Friendship still not getting any value. Very unfortunate. Okay, but we do get a little bit of healing out of Lean Bloody Wings. Unsettled Desire. Backstreet's Determination to gain even more strength. Season the Meat. Which brings us up to Recipe 4. And the Vampiric Transformation begins. And then... Eternally Lit Lamp on Sombor? Yeah, why not? The vampire becomes me. So we can spend blood. Let's see. So we need to gain blood now. So how exactly does that work? Let's see. Vampiric Essence. It doesn't say anything about blood, actually. If you don't... Blood Feast. Special combat pages use blood to boost or gain bleed. Huh. Spend blood. Huh. Okay, not 100% sure how to get blood. Well, actually, unless we have Yukari on Gebura's floor, I guess that makes sense, right? Yeah, that would actually make a lot of sense. Alright, finish them off. I trust your guys' judgment. Plus, they're both staggered, so I really don't see you guys dying. You'll be fine. Pow Die Slam. Marcos Jr. Not quite getting healing value, but that's fine. We do take them both out. And it looks like it's only you left. Oh, we did actually gain some blood. Is it bad to just go for sinking? And then go for, say, Arcana Flash. And then Arcana Wave. And then... Yesod. And it all leads to this. Ocean Bottom. Ocean Bottom. I don't know if my voice got cut out, so I said it twice. Let's see. Caravel. At the start of every odd scene, gain low tide. At the start of every even scene, gain high tide. Low tide is you take 20% less damage and stagger damage. High tide is you deal 20% more. At the end of every odd, restore 1 light. At the end of every even, draw 1 page. Upon losing a clash, recover 3, stagger, resist. Upon winning a clash with Pierce dice, inflict 1 paralysis to the opponent next scene, twice per scene. When using a combat page that with 1 non-counter die, the die yields twice as many emotion points in a clash. Okay. Lone Fixer and Pierce Mastery. Double Turbulence, discard a random page, draw 2 pages. Or, on hit, discard a random page, draw 1 page twice. New Moon. If user has high tide or low tide and does not have the opposite status effect, gain the opposite status effect this scene. Okay, and then depending on high or low tide, you gain +1 power. C-Split, boost Pierce dice power by +1 for the scene. Landslide. Combat start, gain 1 strength this scene. If user is high tide, boost offensive dice power by an additional +1. And if you're in high tide, gain an additional +1 power on the first blunt die. On use, restore 3 light and boost the minimum value of all dice on this page by emotion level, so up to 5. So it becomes a 6 to 7. Plateau. On use, add Reef to hand. Eventually, this will change to a block 10 to 16, slash 8 to 15, blunt 7 to 13, and a counter block 4 to 8. Okay. Foggy Weather. On use, all dice on this page lose 2 power. On clash, lose. Last die gains +5 power twice. And on hit, inflict 2 disarm next scene, 12 to 26. That's going to be a hard one to beat. Galleon. Ebb and Flow, Tide, and then Torrential Rain. Upon winning a clash, recover 2 stagger resist. Waterhammer. Upon winning a clash with blunt dice, inflict 1 disarm to the opponent next scene. Raging Waves, Concussion. On a successful blunt attack, deal 2 bonus stagger damage, and Blunt Mastery. Lull on the Sea. Gain 1 endurance to scene. If user has low tide, take 1 less damage from attacks to scene. And if you're low tide, gain +1 power on the first evade. And then avoid. Give 1 endurance to all allies next scene. On Clash Win, add +2 power twice. And on hit, recover 5 stagger resist. And then the regular fixer, who basically has the exact same pages we've come to know. Lake Power. Boost slash dice power by +1 for the scene. On hit, deal 3 damage to target. And then Billow. 19 to 28. And it's a 5 cost.
Let your penance begin.
Alright, that didn't work too well for us.
The wing stained by blood.
Ow. Book of Revelation not quite working out for us. Coordinated assault, letting us buff up just a bit. Okay. Other coordinated assault not working quite as intended. Okay,
the wing, voracious for knowledge.
We already knew we were going to take a little bit of damage. That's fine. Block dice working out pretty nice. Okay, now, the question. Do we roll until we get the legendary Ego level 1 Bless? I have a feeling we're not gonna get it. It just doesn't feel right. Roll as I might, I will not get it because it does not exist. Unless you get it, like, legit first thing. But look at this. Like, you guys think I'm lying that it doesn't show up at emotion level 1? I'm not lying. There is no world where I'm lying to you. Although, I do realize and I recognize that if it just naturally shows up, it can show up at emotion level 1. But that is so rare that it's like, you know, you basically not even going to have it happen. Because we're still re-rolling, There's nothing to see about a bless. Yep, we're still re-rolling, There's nothing at all in our head, I guess. I guess we bless. How about that? Oh, no! No, it was there. Oh, no. All right, well, that one's just my fault.
Go forth, my armies.
Okay, double freedom. We're gonna draw no problem because we're being targeted by 3. Okay. Right. We're definitely being targeted by 3 pages, so we should have gotten an additional hit, but I guess not.
I guess it just wasn't to be there, Chief.
Rebuild not doing very well, but that was to be expected.
Overwhelming momentum.
What? Maybe it did go off? Question mark? Maybe I just don't understand how it works.
Time?
Dude, I want to use time, but for how I play this floor, time is just so bad. Like, yeah, no, it's not good. Let's go Gaze of Others. Then, we're gonna go for the Fruit of Understanding.
And I say also unto thee, tell us, when shall these things be? Lord, wilt thou we command in fire? And the 3rd and 4th apostles, the 5th apostle saith unto him.
Well, I mean, we're 8. Now we can go for Advent, as well as the Wing, voracious for knowledge. Then I'm gonna go for a coordinated assault. You already know. Book of Light. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm gonna go for. So how does this work? To the counter queue. Oh, the counter queue. Not add another copy of this die. Add another copy to the. Okay. All right. Okay. Fair enough. I misunderstood. Asked and answered. Ah, alright, well, fair enough. Let's see. Wing Voracious for knowledge. And then I'm actually going to go for In the Name of Justice. Then, by the way, really upsetting. So it copies on hit effects, right? So obviously, pincer movement, you know, pretty good. However, it does not copy the effect of overwhelming momentum. Despite the fact that it is a blunt die with an on-hit effect, pincer movement does not copy that on-hit effect. So, I'm not 100... Oh, wait. Cannot copy abilities from pages who are 4 or higher. Oh, weird. So, by all accounts, it should copy overwhelming momentum, yet it doesn't. I almost wonder if that's a bug. I almost wonder if it's supposed to. Because, yeah, if another ally's deck contains... You know what? Oh, I know what it is. I think I'm actually just dumb. I think that's... You know what? That's what it is. Abby doesn't have pincer movement. Okay. Alright, you know what? Okay. Alright. Okay, yep. Alright. We're discovering... Shadow can't read. Shadow deck building? Shadow still can't read. You know what? Fair enough. Alright. It took us a little while to figure that out, but that's also something that we can easily rectify. Also, another thing I think I'm gonna do, I definitely want to touch up Amaterasu's deck, because his hasn't been touched in quite some time, and I'm definitely feeling the age of his deck, so to speak, even though it's good in theory. Really just not working out for us. And I could say the same about a couple other decks as well. So we'll do a little bit of deck touching up, and it should go relatively well as soon as we're done with POTATOmod. I'm going to go for Confession. It's always nice. Let's go for Paradise Lost just so we have it. And the perfect meal.
And he has passed forth.
Helix of the End? No, we're going for God Delusion. Yes.
But there was a certain man, then said the 8th apostle.
Final round. Blah, 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 blah.
Now let there be 12, yet one of thou art the devil.
Dude, this floor is so much fun. Like, I know, you know, it might get a little bit boring seeing the OP, you know, but it's so much fun, dude. Like, it is so much fun to play. I absolutely love it. My only worry is that it is, you know, potentially boring to see the same combo over and over on this floor. But to be fair, we've always done a White Knight floor. So, you know, it's still a White Knight floor. It's just White Knight absolutely buffed to the heavens. Get it? Okay, we're actually really close to all hitting emotion level 5. Diedrich Floyd just needed a tiny bit more. Oh, so close. Okay, you know what? Diedrich Floyd. You can do... Oh, yeah, you can do this, no problem. You know what? Here's what we'll do. Wait, are you serious? We're still not Blade unlocked? Really? Okay, guarantee a kill there. Get a hit here. And then that should be emotion level 5. So that means next round we should be able to pull it off. And because characters are going to die, God Delusion is also going to get buffed up just a little bit. So let's go Pincer Movement. Let's go Wing Voracious for Knowledge. Then I'm going to go Lean Bloody Wings. It shouldn't be too powerful against us. Advent, and that should be perfectly fine for getting staggers. Okay, counter dice working nicely for us. Pincer movement. Ooh, not quite working out for us at +2 power. Now, I am also trying to make sure that we are emotion level 5 for the next floor, which is why I'm not doing as much damage as I should be. But
have I not chosen you 12? Now rise, my servants. Rise and serve me.
And then we'll get Pendians. Why not?
From henceforth let no man trouble me.
Twice. Then we can go wing, and that should be plenty. Ouch. Okay. You're all so low. This should be the round, though. We should basically have taken them all out. Yeah. Works for me, good sir. Minjay. Ebb and flow. Tide. The world. At the... Excuse me. At the end of every odd scene, gain 2 endurance. At the end of every even scene, gain 2 strength. Okay, paralysis. Gotcha. Ebb and flow. If user has high tide or low tide, gain the following effects. Either gain +2 power or restore 1 light. On hit, draw 1 page. Full moon. Strengthen the effects of high tide and low tide. High tide makes you deal 40% more. Okay, so you deal normal damage, and then you take 60% less? Interesting. Okay, so that makes them really, really tanky. And then if you have high or low tide, gain +1 power. Okay, gotcha. Kai. Corrosion. Upon winning a clash, deal 1 damage to all enemies. If roll value of self is higher than opponent's 8 or by 8 or more, deal 2 damage instead. You have Raging Wave and Singular Strike, which gives you +2 power if it's only 1. And then you have Double Moon Slash. If user has high tide or low tide, offensive dice on this page gain the following effects. High tide boosts the max value by +24, and low tide boosts the minimum value by +20. Right. But you have New Moon, which gives you the effects of both. Ah. Okay, then we have Mare. Transportation. At the start of the scene, recover 1 HP and stagger resist to all other allies. Well, that sounds good. Upon winning a clash with Slash, inflict 1 bind. And then you have Salty Sea Breeze. Mass individual on use. If user does not have high tide, destroy the last die on this page. On hit, recover 1 HP and 2 stagger resist of all allies, and potentially do it twice. So, technically, we have casted Sincere Baptism 12 times. However, I don't trust the game with remembering that, so we're just going to use all of our special effects and then just go from there. Then I'm going to go Operation Instruction? Yeah. Let's see. Right here. Then I say we go for... I can't go for Castigation. You know what? Lady with the Lamp. Then we go for Blind Faith, which will roll normally. In the Name of Justice, which will roll normally. Then I'm going to go for a Multi-Slash, as well as Overwhelming Momentum, so that we gain some power next turn. Also, another curious thing. The Ujat. This has an on-hit effect, which does not work with, you know, the effect that copies a blunt die. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that page, but hey, what are you gonna do? So we'll do Ujat and Coordinated Assault. And then likewise here, we're going to go Ujat and Coordinated Assault. So we got a lot of buffs going down. Then I'm going to go Book of Light and Book of Light once again. Then Abby, you don't have any of your big pages, so I'm going to go The Wing Stained with Blood. Then Overwhelming Momentum to gain some power. Let's do Freedom. And that should be good enough for this turn. Now we're all going to gain a ton of light, a bunch of light cost reduction. Block dice are working pretty well. Book of Revelation is going to reduce the cost. Overwhelming Momentum, we're going to gain some stats. Okay. Book of Light working out decently well for us. In the name of justice, recovering a little bit of health. The Ujat. Okay, Protection for All. Blind Faith is doing fairly good damage, all things considered. More protection next scene. Coordinated Assault. Okay, Book of Light. So this is going to be an extremely strong turn. Okay, and then we have massive cost reduction, so I'm just going to go for all Sincere Baptisms. I don't know if we need to, since we've technically done Baptism 12 times, but it's because the counter resets that really bothers me. So let's see, I'm going to go for Advent so that we can recover light. Wing Voracious for Knowledge to counter that. Let's see, Lean Bloody Wing should work just fine. Voracious for Knowledge should be able to counter this, no problem. We're also going to stop that die. Let's see, Freedom. I'm going to go for Justice right here. Let's see, what are you doing? Let's go Wing. And then Book of Light. It's not going to win, but it'll be enough to get us into index range. Pincer Attack and a second Pincer Attack. Then I'm going to go for Rebuild and Brace Up. Same deal here. We're going to go for Brace Up and Rebuild. And then there you go. That's our turn. Okay, we all block it. You have the correct setting, so you're able to recover. Okay, we're winning clashes. Very good. Everyone should get a ton of light next scene because we were able to use Advent. Lean Bloody Wings. Working out very, very nicely for us. The Wing. Voracious for Knowledge. Yeah, Rebuild never really works out for us, does it? But we do Brace Up to draw a fair bit. Okay, more Rebuild action. The Wing. Stop most of that damage. We only take 1 stagger damage, in fact. Pincer movement, so we're going to get some nice effects. Moonslash. Yeah, doing quite a bit of damage to us, but we are now Blade unlocked. Restarting the Apostle stuff, that's fine. We're going to go for all Sincere Baptisms. Ooh, let's see. So we're all going to restore 3 light. Actually, you know what? I want to stop something a little bit more dangerous than that. Potentially New Moon, because that has the potential to be real dangerous. All evasion dice just so we can get some damage, perhaps. Let's see, Lean Bloody Wings. Nothing for it to really stop. We might hold. They have so little damage coming towards us that we might just hold. I'm gonna go for In the Name of Faith, or In the Name of Justice. This has a little bit of damage coming towards us, so I'm gonna go for Castigation to get some damage. Let's see, this will hit. Let's go Overwhelming Momentum. You're gonna hit, so I'm gonna go Coordinated Assault. I'm not too worried about you, so we'll go Book of Light. There you go. That should work out pretty well. That should basically stop all of their attacks from actually hitting us. Okay, Book of Light working just fine.
The wing, voracious for knowledge.
Overwhelming momentum, buffing us up for next turn. Coordinated Assault not winning the clash, very unfortunate, but Castigation doing a ton of damage. Lean Bloody Wings, not winning that second clash, but that's okay. Okay, In the Name of Justice going off for a little bit of healing. And this is a turn we've been waiting for. So, let's go for the final set of Sincere Baptisms.
And now, thy time begins again.
Overkill? Yeah. Maybe. I am actually shocked that he survived that so well. Dude, Minjay just shocked off a God Delusion. Goodness. That man means business. Or girl. Don't care. Let's see. I'm gonna go +3 power. Resistances are set to fatal. And then you are finished. And with that, I believe that is the end of POTATOmod. Unless I missed something, which I don't think I did. Oh, wait. Yeah, unless I missed something. That, as I say, is that. And if you're wondering what this reception is, don't worry. It is not part of Potato. So, with that being said, I believe that's going to do it for this episode of the Library of Ruina. Hey, overall, pretty good. POTATOmod allowed us to show off literally all of our floors. It showed a little bit of the strengths and weaknesses that we still have to work on, even after all this time, as we continue our adventure to create perfect versions of every floor. Even though 2 of our floors have Angela, so, you know, we're just gonna ignore that, but that's fine. Now, if there was one more reception, I actually was intending to use Ian's floor, since that is the only floor that we did not use this entire time. But we ran out of receptions. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the Library of Potato. And in the next one, we're gonna resume our modded adventures. Bye.